And so it's kind of within that we had the reminder that we are never alone, that God is with us, and that He will never leave us. Hey Grace family, and welcome back to our midweek check-in. So we're at the point in our walk through Psalms now that we've got a couple of genres that we've worked our way through. We've obviously gone through the genre of hymns, and then this last Sunday we finished the genre of laments. And I just hope that over the last few weeks you've realized how much of a gift laments are. They're put in place obviously for those moments where we feel the brokenness of the world, for those moments of disorientation and we're just going, I don't know what to do, but I feel it, God, it hurts, it doesn't make sense. And so we have the laments in place to kind of allow us to turn to God, to bring our mess before Him, to bring our raw emotions before Him, and then to ask for that help, but ultimately to choose to turn to Him. And so hopefully you've kind of seen that laid out and found that gift in laments. And then this last Sunday we kind of closed it off with looking at Jesus' lament, and that He knows what it's like to experience the brokenness of this world, and He knows what it's like to literally go to a depth of lament that we know nothing about, and that He willingly was separated from the Father. He willingly became the sin of this world and had to experience the wrath of the Father, things that He willingly did so that we never have to experience that. And because Jesus was forsaken, we can be eternally accepted. And so it's kind of within that we had the reminder that we are never alone, that God is with us, and that He will never leave us or forsake us. So hopefully this last Sunday was a real healing moment for you, a hope, maybe some hope restored. Maybe just God just spoke to you in ways that you haven't, because we were able to lament together as a congregation. So I hope God really touched your heart there. And moving forward and kind of building off of that and just that theme of not being alone, I wanted to read some words of Jesus from John chapter 14. And this is verses 15 through 17, and He says this. He says, "If you love me, you will keep my commandments, and I will ask the Father, and He will give you another helper to be with you forever. Even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive because it neither sees Him nor knows Him. You know Him, for He dwells with you and will be in you." And again, it's just kind of that Jesus was forsaken so we can be eternally accepted. We never have to be alone. So through the hardships of life, we have this promise. We have the Holy Spirit. We have God's presence dwelling in us to walk us through every moment and every season of life. And even when life gets hard, even when it doesn't feel like that's true, the laments are in place to show us how to turn back to God, and what a gift that is. So looking ahead at this next Sunday, we're actually going to pause in our current series of our walk through Psalms. We've got a member of the preaching team who's going to be preaching this Sunday. Randy's going to be sharing one of the one another commands and greet one another. And I believe the main verse for that is going to be Romans 16:16. So you can look at that, read that ahead of time, be ready to show up Sunday and learn through God speaking through Him and through the Word, and to just learn a little bit more about how to love one another through greeting one another. So you have a great rest of your week. Cling to those truths, cling to God's presence being within you and leading you and guiding you. I'll be praying that over you, and I look forward to learning alongside you Sunday morning at 9 a.m.